Bible Jim here. I'm a big California Angels fan, been following them since they first started, and just heard that one of their great players that they had is Garrett Anderson died at a young age in his early 50s. So I thought I'd talk about death because death is not easy to cope with. It seems so final. Uh, it gets like Garrett Anderson is gone. I'm certain you all have experienced death. You know what it feels like. It's really hard expected when it's unexpected, like with Anderson when he just all of a sudden went to the hospital and suddenly died. I don't care how much faith you have, it's still hard to accept. Death just seems so final. Even Jesus struggled with death. Listen to this in John. He had a friend named Lazarus. Okay, Lazarus was dying, and his sister sent for Jesus, but by the time Jesus got there, Lazarus had already been dead and in the tomb for 3 days. But listen what it says here. Starting with verse 33. It said, when Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who had come along with her also weeping, he was deeply moved in spirit and troubled. Where have you laid him? He asked. Come and see, Lord, they replied. Jesus wept. Then the Jews said, see how he loved them? Jesus wept over his friend that had died, even though he knew he was going to raise him from the dead. Verse 38, Jesus once more deeply moved came to the tomb. So even Jesus, even though he knew he was going to raise him from the dead, he was deeply moved by death itself. So we know that someone we love that's a Christian, we know that they will go to heaven, but we still cry when they die, just like Jesus did. We are deeply moved, just like Jesus was. Death is not easy to deal with. In 1 Corinthians, it tells us this in chapter 15, starting at verse 50. This is the promise God gives us. I declare to you, brothers and sisters, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God. Our flesh and our blood is going to go into the grave. Nor does the perishable inherit the imperishable. Listen, I tell you a mystery. We will all be changed in a flash, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet. For the trumpet will sound, the dead will be raised imperishable, and we will be changed. For the perishable must clothe itself with the imperishable, and the mortal with immortality. When the perishable has been clothed with perishable, then the saying that is written will come true. Death has been swallowed up in victory.